Aboro Boye Obashishe Alafia. My name is Robin Ligon Williams, and I am a Master of Arts candidate at Liberty University. I started my journey in ethnomusicology about 25 years ago with the great Dr. Portia Maltby at Indiana University, and she really set me on a path of learning and lifetime learning, in fact, in the field. I then spent almost 20 years in New Orleans, Louisiana, which is really a cradle for African culture here in America. I've learned a lot over the years, but I've never really had an opportunity to learn an instrument such as the dunjun, or the talking drum of Nigeria. I have a great interest in Nigeria. I am actually an initiate of the Yoruba Ifa religion, and I have an opportunity to study and produce arts of Nigeria. Coming up, I'm going to be producing an Oshogbo art exhibition that's going to be traveling around the United States. But I also have a tremendous respect and relationship with my teacher that you're going to see playing with me a little bit later. His name is Baba Adekeke. And Baba Bisi started me on a 10-week course. We have been learning all types of techniques and also specific proverbs and oriki from the Yoruba pantheon of music made for this instrument. It's all through oral tradition. The instrument, he actually created a new instrument for me. If you see, there are two goatskin heads on the instrument. And then the rest of the strings on the side are actually made out of deer skin, which is a little bit more soft and supple. And so he uses this to create the string that the instrument is strung with. It is an hourglass shape and, of course, membranophone with two functioning heads, even though we only play on one of the sides. I first learned how to hold the instrument, which in Yoruba is called adamo. That is the way that you hold the instrument when you play it. And so you have to put it underneath your arm, left arm, and you cup your hand and you keep your index finger right here on the rim of the drum at the top of the head. The first things that we learned were the name for striking the drum. The name is opa, not the Greek opa, but Yoruba opa. We strike in the middle of the drum, and you can also create a closed sound with the mallet. Sometimes we use this, and sometimes we just do opa, so it resounds a little bit more. We also learned that when we squeeze the drum underneath our arm, we can create different pitches. The first thing that we learned was a triad. And we play it, of course, in reverse. Of course, it's hard to learn at first to make sure that the pitches are always the same, going in and going out. So that's sort of the beauty of that. You have to practice, 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 and practice. Then there are all the pitches in between that triad. So that was the first thing that we learned on our lessons. Because Baba knows that I am an initiate of Yoruba Ifa, he taught me a very special song, which is a veneration for the river goddess Oshun. Oshun is actually my saint. She's the lady who watches over my head. So this is the song that we learned. And of course, the song itself mirrors the linguistic characteristics of the words that go along with the song. I'm going to demonstrate it for you. It's Oshun Oshogbo Bamishe. Oshun Oshogbo Bamishe. Mapada le mi Bamishe. It means, Oshun, bless me. Oshun, bless me. Never leave me, Oshun. Bless me. So that is how it goes. Oshun Oshogbo Bamishe. Mapada le mi Bamishe. Oshun Oshogbo Bamishe. Mapada le mi Bamishe. So when you say that the Junjun talks, it actually does. It speaks the language, the Yoruba language, which is very tonal and musical in character. So the tones of the drum will mimic the tones of the voice. That's Oshun, and that was the very first song I learned on this talking drum.